Hi, everyone. How are you? Kristin Smith here. It is so good to see you. Here we are together on a Tuesday, March 6th, National Dentist Day in terms of unofficial holidays. It's also National Frozen Food Day, just so you know. So go ahead and celebrate, eat some frozen food, go to the dentist, and here we are on the set of Top 30, reporting on stories that will entertain you, inform you, and all of our stories really do make you think. So we're a little late today. Thank you so much for hanging around. Those of you who usually join in at 9:30, we're 20 minutes late. But as we do every day, we still have a lot to talk about. So without further ado, let's jump in, shall we? With a preview of today's all-new episode. And Top 30 is jam-packed today. A study comparing domestic house cats to 4 types of wild cats suggests house cats share a number of traits with lions. They're impulsive. They're neurotic. They want to be dominant. This all makes researchers believe that if house cats were bigger, they'd probably try to kill you. Now, this is a big probably, but be cautious next time you see your cat giving you the side eye. Do we have cat lovers out there? Are you a cat person, dog person? If you're a cat person, you're going to want to stick around and watch the show today for that study. It's very interesting. Good morning, Ronnie from Florida is in the house. So what else are we talking about today? A piece of pop history could soon be yours if you're willing to shell out about $250,000. An electric train that once traveled a 40-foot track at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch is being sold on March 24th as part of the Legends of Hollywood and Music auction. So we'll tell you more about that on the show. And also, every year, I love when Merriam-Webster adds new words to the dictionary, and they have added 850 new words to their dictionary, including mansplain, glamping, cryptocurrency, whelp, so this opioid crisis on children, you guys, is huge. And honestly, when I read the numbers, my heart kind of sank. So Richard and I really dig into it to get you guys the latest information. So please tune in. Also, we're talking about how people respond when others say thank you. Apparently, if you say you're welcome, you may be a little passive aggressive. So experts give a few other suggestions to say when people say thank you to you. So you guys, you know the drill. I want to hear from you. It's boring when it's just me all day. So please leave your thoughts on any story you hear me talk about. Stories you've seen on the show before, or just to say hello. Hello to Panther, Sudan. Lots of love from London. We love our international viewers here on Facebook. And hello, Annie and Ash to Wash. Okay, you guys, what else are people talking about? Weeks after admitting to an affair with a former police bodyguard, Nashville Mayor Megan Barry has resigned after further pleading guilty to the theft of $10,000 related to the affair. Now, we reported on this story when just the affair came to light, and it was pretty crazy. So the latest information with the $10,000 and conflict of interest, it is crazy. Barry said she will reimburse the city. And so we'll get you up to date. Also, dudes around the world are abiding today. It's the 20th anniversary of the cult classic Big Lebowski. I have never seen that. Don't judge me. I haven't seen it. I have no idea what it's about. I'll catch up, though, I promise, one day. Yesterday, we reported that after 17 days, Black Panther was the 10th highest grossing movie of all time. Well, now a day later, it has already passed Beauty and the Beast for 9th place at $506 million. Beauty and the Beast, though, so incredible. Oh, my goodness. Also, reports out of South Korea indicate North Korean leader Kim Jong-un might be willing to end the country's nuclear program if the U.S. agrees to talks and the country's safety can be guaranteed. President Trump responded to the Korean news with a cautiously optimistic tweet saying the world is watching and that the U.S. is willing to act whatever happens. Okay, so thank you to our new visitors who just stopped by here on Facebook. Okay, you guys, that was not the only tweet from President Trump, by the way, that's making headlines today. He also pounced on news that Sunday's Oscars were the least watched since ratings were tracked. He said, lowest rated Oscars in history. Problem is, we don't have stars anymore, except your president. Just kidding, of course. So, having a little fun on Twitter. That's nothing new for the president. Do you agree with the statement, though? Thinking back to the Oscars on Sunday, do we have stars anymore? My answer is absolutely. I love the Oscars. I love the red carpet. I love the glitz and glam. I love the whole shebang. So I think the bigger problem is that people have cell phones with clips, all the important clips they can watch in 15 minutes, not 3.5 hours. 3 hours and 50 minutes, I believe. So there's your answer. We do have stars. Okay, you guys, Sharon Pearson. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. Erica says hi from Oklahoma. Michael Campbell, hi from the Bahamas. I like your show. Thanks, Michael. Okay, moving on. Here's another question for you, everyone. When you were in school, were you ever sent to detention? Not me. I never went to detention. I have no idea what they do there. But the reason I ask is because we do have a story today on the show about an elementary school in Denver that's testing a pilot program. It's kind of different. It will replace detention with yoga. The program hopes to reevaluate how children are disciplined. Rather than punish kids for a mistake or doing something wrong, the yoga will hopefully teach the kids useful skills that they can use throughout their life. You know, certain breathing and meditation exercises. As a parent of two, I'm not sure how I feel about this policy, only because detention is supposed to be a disciplinary action. If someone does something like, let's say a kid skips class and the principal says, okay, your punishment, you have to go to yoga. The kid's going to be like, dang, that's really bad. I mean, they're going to love it. You know, it's almost like rewarding bad behavior, in my opinion. So, needless to say, my kids will be getting in trouble still. They will not be doing yoga. Now, this story next is about kids misbehaving in school. It's actually a perfect introduction to today's return of Kristin's courtroom. I may not have the legal background of my friend Judge Lynn Toller of Divorce Court, but there's a lot of great cases in the news. So in this segment, backed by popular demand, I did this a couple times, and we got a ton of comments saying that you loved it. So here we go. We present the facts of some current lawsuits. Then you have the chance to give your take as I hand down my completely non-binding, unofficial, non-legal ruling. Today's cases focus on kids in school and bullying. Okay, so here we go. So late last year, Sean Davis, a strong safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, was waiting in line at Chick-Fil-A. The line was taking forever. So Davis pulled out his phone, opened up Snapchat, and posted a video that featured the young-looking employee at the register. Davis saying essentially that Chick-fil-A is being worked by little kids and that no wonder the lines are so long because there are 8-year-olds running the counter. A little rude, but the video featured one of those laughing emoji with tears coming out of its eyes. And while it's not clear how many followers he has on Snapchat, Davis does have some 85,000 followers on Instagram, another 35,000 on Twitter. So now Davis is being sued by the family of the teenage employee for cyberbullying, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and slander. The parents claim their son, who remains anonymous and who in the suit is referred to as small for his age, was soon after made aware of the Snapchat video, and their suit alleges he was bullied at school for weeks. His reputation was left in tatters, and the harassment led to headaches, illness, and anxiety. Man, okay, so the parents tried to settle out of court, asking Davis to film an anti-bullying PSA since they believed his actions intended to they thought that it was intentional cyberbullying. Davis, for his part, declined the PSA, saying that filming one would be an admittance of guilt, which he did not believe he was in. In turn, Davis invited the boy and two friends to the Steelers training camp. This time, they rejected the offer. So those are the facts of the case. What do you think? Was Davis bullying the anonymous team? Or as he says, was he simply commenting on the wait time at that local Chick-fil-A? Who's in the right here? So again, in my completely non-legally binding opinion, I mean, dude, you couldn't do the PSA. You're an NFL star, and you couldn't just do the bullying PSA to make people feel better. I'm definitely on the side of the family because as a mom, like, anybody bullies my or says something negative about my kid at the register and then posts on social media for everyone to see, especially a professional athlete who has this huge platform, I'm like, dude, like, really? Pick on someone your own size. So that's how I feel. My mommy hat's on, and I'm saying, listen, NFL guy, you should just be humble and apologize. Okay? And shoot the PSA. So, hi, guys. I just want to say hi to a few new visitors. Amy, hello from London. Angie McGill, hello. Easton, Pennsylvania. Matthias, checking in from Zambia. I love our international viewer. It's just cool to see people from all around the world hanging out with us. Aaron Jordan, hello from Houston, Texas. All right, you guys, the next case is on, it's not an official court case, but instead a bit of parent justice that is dividing people online. So here are the facts. Brian Thornhill is a father from Virginia. Last week, his 10-year-old son was suspended from riding the school bus for 3 days after continuing to bully other students. So instead of just accepting his son's behavior and driving him to school, Brian made his son run the 1.2 miles from home to school in the rain while the dad filmed. And he also narrated the video. So this kid gets kicked off the school bus for bullying. The dad says, we don't do that in our family. You're going to run to school, and I'm going to film you so everyone can see. So then part of the narration that this father was saying was, hey, everyone, welcome to You Better Listen to Your Dad 2018. My son has finally got in trouble on the bus enough to where he was kicked off the bus for 3 days. I do not tolerate, can't stand. He continues his narration with a little bit of humor. The good news is, guys, he keeps up a pretty good mile pace, 6 miles an hour so far. What do you guys think about this? What's your take? Does the punishment of running 1.2 miles to school in the rain fit the crime of bullying? Is the father being a good parent, instilling values in his child, or has he himself become the bully? Or like me, do you think the questionable thing here is not that the father did this, but that he filmed it? So I'm kind of split on this one. I don't think the father needed to film it to teach him a lesson. However, after further reviewing the details of the case, I kind of think that parents need to do whatever they have to do to teach their kid a lesson, of course, within healthy means. And I think this kid will learn a lesson and will never do it again. So I kind of say, Dad, I think you did your thing there. I think that was okay. But again, non-official and non-binding. Okay, Bob Lane says filming was an act of bullying. I have no trouble with the punishment, though. And Bob, I'm kind of leaning toward that too. But here's what I'm wondering, Bob, if maybe, because I understand there's some accountability there. I think he filmed it so that other people obviously could see, and that's more of a punishment. You know, like this is kind of what you do to the kids on the bus. Other people can see, and now you're punished, and everyone can see. So I get what the dad was trying to do. But I don't know if you should punish bullying with a form of bullying. I don't know. Good thing I'm not a judge in real life. Okay, you guys, Brian's son has had a much better attitude lately, and he hasn't gotten into more trouble since the rain run started. So I will say that it worked. Okay, let's get to the next thing, if we can. And Wayne McDonald says, I agree. Wayne, I'm like all over the place. Again, good thing I'm not a judge. So Wayne, I'm not sure what you agree with, but here we go. I think you agree with the dad, actually, Wayne. Cheryl says, you go, Judge Kristin. Jason, hi from Fort Wayne. Jaylee Smith, I think he didn't need to film it and post it on social media. So Jaylee, that seems to be the popular opinion here. Bob Lane says it's shaming, and I understand that as well. So we appreciate you guys weighing in. Jaylee also says he could have made the son write apology letters to those kids. Okay, you know what? That may have hit the lesson home. I kind of am of the school of thought that parents need to do whatever they think is best for their child, again, within healthy means. You know, I don't want anyone pointing the finger at me and my parenting style, so I'm really torn on this one. Wayne is on the side of the dad. Okay. Cheryl also commented on my makeup, which I also appreciate, Cheryl. Shout out to my makeup artist, Monica. All right, you guys, that's it for today's Facebook Live. I'm sorry, we're going to keep it short today because we've got to get back to the show. We have a jam-packed show for you, and you're going to love it. We have a great quote of the day, and here we go. Let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. This is kind of a quote that really hit home for me this week. Yesterday, I definitely had a case of the Mondays. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I was kind of grumpy. I was super emotional. So that quote totally was like, yes, don't let the world change your smile. You guys have a great day. Make it a great Tuesday. And as always, we appreciate you. Stay connected. Like, follow, and subscribe to Top 30 TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Hulu. Anywhere you're social, we're social. I know some of you guys are still talking about the Kristin's Courtroom stories, and we love that. I love when you guys weigh into stories we cover. And listen, today on Top 30, we'll give you 30 more stories to weigh in on, so we'll see you there on an all-new episode. Have a great day, and I'll see you then.